Chris Hansen, and he's going to talk to us about his losing his hearing in his left ear and how it affected him during childhood. Can you talk about what caused this, please?
Um, sure. Um, it happened when I was 10 years old and I was at my brother's baseball game. And I was just casually throwing a baseball against the fence with my friends. And I lost my footing one throw while I was standing on the bleachers and I fell back and cracked my head. Wide open. No, it didn't really crack open. But, and then I heard a loud jackhammer noise, which was the sound of my hearing going away. It wasn't a good sound in my left ear. And then I ran over to my mom and told her about it, and then that's pretty much all I remember from that time. It was tragic.
Okay. So, along with any disability comes social symptoms. Where do you notice these the most?
I noticed them the most in well, now I'm in college, so I'll talk about that. And I noticed them the most in like lunchtime or dinner time, like in a cafeteria, because it's so loud and there's a lot of background noise. And with me trying to listen to my friends and everything else going on in the background, it makes a very difficult situation, hearing wise.
Can you go further into the emotional impacts and how you were any of those types of feelings that have come about?
Emotional. Well, this is interesting. When um, when I can't hear in that situation, it kind of changes my personality because if I were to hear somebody say something, I might react in one way, but since I can't hear them, I just don't react at all. I just kind of sit there or laugh, but not really know what's going on, and it gets pretty I guess annoying at times because I can't partake in conversations, and I'm not going to ask everybody to repeat
Right.
what they say a bunch of times. So yeah, that's pretty much the biggest impact.
Emotional.
Yeah.
What about in the classroom, in childhood and now?
In the classroom, well, now that I'm in college, I recently bought a motorcycle. Um, before like a year ago, and I rode the whole summer with no hearing protection because I didn't think about it, and that resulted in my good ear, my right ear, going down. Like it would just fluctuate randomly because of that. It's pressure induced, as I've come to know from doctors telling me that it's not like if I go to a loud concert, that's not going to make my hearing go down.
Okay,
Like it might
pressure.
temporarily, but it's mostly pressure. So because I was riding my motorcycle, the wind created a lot of pressure and it goes down here and there. So in the classroom here at school, it's a lot harder for me to hear the teacher if I just sit any random place in the room because I I can't hear out of my left ear and my right ear is suffering. So what I do is I position myself in the front of the classroom and to like the left side, so my good ear is facing the teacher.
And what sorts of treatments have you been through?
Treatments, I would say the biggest one is a hearing aid that I recently just got. It was all fine with my right ear, being good and my left ear being completely out. But
All
once my
smooth
right ear
like.
went down, then I just couldn't like function. I couldn't partake in any conversation when it would go down because I couldn't hear anything. Sometimes worse than others, but the hearing aid made a big difference because I can hear certain frequencies that I can't hear without the hearing
It's good.
aid. Right.
Thank you for talking to us about your hearing loss.
Anytime.
Okay.